So in this demo, I'm going to be having a look at your CNOS assignment. So I'm going to start with question 2.1. So currently under the videos on the YouTube channel, I've got a video that discusses the installation of Windows 10. So in today's discussion, I'm going to have a look at 2.1. So if I go to my assignment document, from the assignment document, I see 2.1 says installing Windows 10. Install the selected Windows 10 versions of the two assistant machines. Rename the desktop PCs to MLA PC01 and MLA PC02. Remember, for any of the names that are given to you, you need to customize it. In other words, you need to put your first name, initial, surname, and then also MLA PC01, MLA PC02. So I'm going to go and I'm going to log in now to my Azure Labs. So I go to Azure Labs and then I sign in. I started to create my assignment document the last time as well. So 2.1 is the, 1.1 is the different types of Windows versions. 1.2 is about pro forma invoice. 1.3 is about the network diagram. So now we'll see which screenshots to take for the different questions. So 2.1, so this is stopped. I'm going to start this and then I'm going to connect to it. So let's see what they've given me. 5 marks to show installing Windows 10. Is there a marking rubric that breaks it down? Let's just see. Okay. So there's a mark assignment checklist at the end. So they just give us the 5 marks to say that you have successfully installed and renamed the computers. So if I go to my assignment document, 2.1 says Windows 10 installation on 2 computers and renamed. I need to put in a screenshot there, for there's going to be 2 screenshots. So I'm going to go back to my labs. It is still starting. So once it is starting, then I'm going to connect to it. What's the question after that? 2. Managing disk and file systems. Two-way mirrors created. Parity storage created on MLA PC02. And then shared law data created and mapped correctly. Okay. So 2.2 is managing disk systems. So I'll go down to 2.2, managing disk subsystems. What do I need to do? I need to say two-way mirror is installed. What else do I need to do? Parity and storage is created. Then I need to share law data and map it correctly. Similarly, 2.2 is going to be using system utilities. No device driver conflicts and all devices are working. Drivers are checked for digital signatures. Defrag is run and scheduled to run once a month. and standard floppy disk controller is disabled. So those are the screenshots that needs to be taken there. Let's just see if my computer has started. It's now running. I can now connect to it. So I've already got the so you can also be doing this whilst you are watching as well. Or some of you might have completed these tasks already. Everyone's virtual computers are working, correct? Yes? Okay. So I go into Hyper-V once I've logged in. The last one I installed was Windows 10C. So I'm just going to rename it so that I know for myself what is this virtual computer. So this one is, I'm going to make it NWAR 51, sorry, this is CNOS. CNOS 511, is it 5122? 5112. CNOS is 5112. So I'm going to go back inside here, 5112, and this is PC02, and this is Windows 10. Win 10 PC02. Oh, what am I doing now? Let's just not export. I want to rename this one. And then I'm going to make this one here my PC01. Just so that I know for this module, this is CNOS 5112. It's got Windows 10 and it's PC 01. Okay, so let me go now. I'm doing question 2.1. So 2.1, I'm going to start this one. And whilst this one is starting, I'm also going to start the other one. So this is my PC02. So for my PC02, I'm going to go and rename this one. So I'm going to go to the system. Okay, so I right clicked on the start, I go to systems, and I can see on the top here I'm working on PC02, so I'm going to give it the correct name. So rename this PC, right? The current name of the PC is desktop. Can you see current name is desktop? Okay, so I'm going to call it Subin. What did they say I must call it? They said I must call it MLA PC01 and MLA PC02. Okay, so I'm going to go back now and I'm going to call it Subin MLA PC02. Go next. And I'm going to restart PC2. And I'm going to do the same thing for the other one. So I know that this one is my PC02. I'm going to go to PC01. The PC02 is there. And I'm going to PC01. So once I'm in PC01, I'm going to do exactly the same thing. So I'm PC01, I can see. I'm going to right click here. I'm going to go to the system properties or the system settings, and then I'm going to click on rename. You must have your name in the PC's name. That's how we know it's your computer that you are working on. So I'm going to rename this one to Subin MLA PC01. Next. And I'm going to restart this one as well. So this is PC01, and then I've also got PC02. So this one has restarted. I'm going to now go and I'm going to log in. So this seems to be taking some time. Which one is this one? PC01. Let's see. Okay, that's PC01. And let's see PC02. Okay, so once I've connected now to PC02 and PC01, I'm just going to resize them so it makes it easier for me to work with them. So I can see that this is PC01 and that's PC02. So for PC01, I can go here and go back to the system properties, system settings. And now I can see that the device name is Subin MLA, right? So if I maximize the screen here, I can see clearly that this one is saying that the device name is Subin MLA PC01 and it's got Windows 10 Pro Education Edition installed, right? And I'm working on my virtual computer. So now I'm ready to take this screenshot, and then also I can do the same thing here. I can go to the system settings, and I can also maximize this one, and then I can scroll down so that I've got the device information and I've got the edition of Windows that is installed. I will now go to my snipping tool. So if I've got the snipping tool open, I'm going to open up my snipping tool. I type Windows, then snip. And I'm ready to take my snips now. So I click on New Snip, and I'm going to take a snip of my, this is all the info that I need for this one here. Okay. So this one here says PC02. This is PC02. So I'm going to go into my Word document, and then I'm going to put in, this is question 2.1. So I need to say here, computer name changed. But before I change the computer name, I have to install Windows, right? Windows 10 Pro Education Edition installed, and the computer name changed to Subin MLA PC02. And you see, I don't just put a screenshot there. I put a screenshot and then I write it out. What is the screenshot saying? I do exactly the same thing now. I'm going to go to the next one. So this one was PC02. I'm now going to go to PC01. So where's my PC01? Let me just scroll down here. So if I click here, I've got PC01. So I'm going to go to PC01 now. And from PC01, I'm going to take exactly the same screenshot as well. So I'm going to go back here, take a new snip. And this is PC01. And once I've taken the snip, I'm going to go back here, paste my snip, and then write on the details for this one, right? So and this is PC01. So that's how to do question 2.1. Okay, you've installed, which I've shown you in a previous video, the operating system, and now you have renamed and you have taken the screenshots for 2.1. So I'm going to stop recording and then I'll start a new recording for 2.2.